Hello everyone. So today let's talk about something a little fun and upbeat. The bull market. If you're a short seller, I'm sorry that probably wasn't too upbeat for you because, well, you like things to crash and go down. If you're a bull and a long-term investor who bets towards the upside, well, then you might like this video or you might get worried. I'm not 100% sure, but I like this story. What can I say? I'm optimistic. I always look on the bright side. We are now officially, like a whistle, in the longest bull market on date ever. Period. Point blank. We're in it right now. We're living in a record-setting time. This is the bull market after the crash, the housing crash, meltdown of 2008, 2009. So, if you guys want, I'll read you the article. If you don't want to hear me read the article, skip through it and I'll give you my take on the bull market at the end. The article goes as follows. It's official, we're in the longest bull market ever. Pretty good title, straight to the point. At the close of trading in New York today, the stock market will make an impressive milestone. It will set the record for the longest bull market in history. A bull market generally begins when the market rises 20% from the low set at the end of a bear market, which itself is measured by a 20% fall from a previous peak. There are other ways to measure all this, and other records can be argued over. The last low set by the benchmark S&P 500 index was on March 9, 2009. It's been 3,453 days of fairly steady growth since then, with the S&P 500 climbing more than 320% over that period. The previous record bull run was set between October 1990 and March 2000. And there's a little graph here, kind of shows the markets before in 1990 to 2000 and 2009 to the present. This is another sign that the current economic recovery is getting long in the tooth. And though it's said recoveries don't die of old age, many people are convinced the end of the cycle is rapidly approaching. A long run of loose central bank policies following the financial crisis has helped stretch out this bull market, making stocks more attractive than low-yielding bonds and giving companies leeway to borrow freely. Recently, corporate tax cuts have added another boost to corporate balance sheets. The single biggest contributor to the current bull run has been Apple, which recently hit its own milestone of becoming the first U.S. public company valued at more than $1 trillion. And if you don't know, guys, sorry, quick tidbit, I gotta cut it off here. Literally one of my first videos, if you watched it way back in May, it was the second video I ever posted actually. I mentioned in that video that I thought Apple would be the first US publicly traded company to hit the $1 trillion mark. And, well, I was right. So I just wanted to say that. Kind of toot my horn a little bit. Toot, toot. Anyways, I'm just messing around, guys. But I was correct. And in that video I said, what did I say again? I said that if I was correct, you should hit the subscribe button. So if you did, good on you. If you didn't, well, keep watching. Maybe I can convince you in this video, or subscribe and maybe I'll convince you in the next video. I don't know. Only one way to find out, right? Meanwhile, the company whose share price gained the most during the bull market has been Abiomed. I actually have never heard of this company, which makes medical implant devices. Its stock has climbed a heady, who says heady? 6,900, oh Jesus, since March 2009. Jesus Christ, that's a percentage, man. This bull run has struggled to survive at times. In August 2015, global stocks suffered a rout that threatened to end the bull market. A sell-off that started in Chinese stocks ultimately wiped off more than $5 trillion in global stock value in just a few days. Ouch. In February of this year, the S&P 500 dropped more than 10%, and stocks had their most volatile quarter since 2011. That was kind of the flash crash we had there. Given these setbacks, this bull run hasn't been the strongest in history. That's interesting. Even if it is now the longest, it has recorded the third largest total return of bull markets going back to the 1930s. According to data from S&P Dow Jones indices, on an annualized basis, the returns have been particularly weak at only 16.5% per year. I don't know, that's weak. Pretty decent in my opinion. making it 10th out of 13 bull markets. Oh geez, I guess that is bad. By comparison, the 1990 to 2000 market produced an annualized return of 19%. It's pretty good. The strongest on the measure ran from June 1932 to March 1937, which returned just on 36% annual basis. Jesus. Wow. 1932. Wow. Actually, just thinking back, that was like right after the recession. Damn. That's crazy. Strength of bull markets by total return of S&P 500. Wow, look at that graph, eh? Jesus, 417%. Oh, man. We're in the third best. Wow, 48. Okay, that's still pretty good, I guess. What does today's record-setting milestone mean to most people? Probably not a lot. I like it personally. Research published earlier this year by an economist at New York University found that more than 80% of all stocks owned by Americans are held by the wealthiest 10% of households. That itself is one of the most interesting facts I've read in this article. More than 80% of all stocks owned by Americans are held by the wealthiest 10% of households. Almost half of U.S. households have absolutely nothing. That is, I'm just going to say it, that's fucking sad. Not even through their retirement savings? Holy fuck. You know, I'm sorry guys for swearing. I always try and keep this PG. In my real life, I probably got a bit of a trucker mouth. But, you know, on this channel, I try and keep things PG because you never know who's watching. And I would like younger people to watch this. And I don't want to, you know, be a bad influence. But Jesus Christ, man. That's crazy, man. Holy shit. Like, damn. Wow. I don't want to cuss out a storm, but wow, like, you know, I didn't read that article fully, full disclosure. I read like half of it, but I didn't read the ending part. Damn. I feel like I'm ranting and I went way off topic in this video, and I'm sorry. I instead wanted to talk about the longest bull market in history and my takes on that. So we are officially in the longest bull market, like I said, and that article hopefully gave you some insight into the longest bull market in history, which is, again, what we're in. So, is it going to end anytime soon? Truth be told, I don't think anybody knows. As of right now, Donald Trump's having some issues, and like Paul Manafort and whatnot. So, you know, I don't like to talk about politics, and I don't like to get into that stuff, and I don't follow it that much. So I'm probably not the best person to ask about this or listen to. But if he does get impeached or anything, that's not good news for the stock market. I'll tell you that much. So hopefully that does not happen for, honestly, my bank account's sake. But, I mean, if it does and stocks go down, you hold cash, right? You gotta get buying opportunities. You gotta be able to seize the moment, is pretty much what I'm saying. That's pretty much my take on the bull market. I don't know when it's gonna end. I don't know if it's gonna end one day, because nothing lasts forever. But when will it end? Unless something drastic happens, it should not end this year, because a lot of people are worried it's going to end soon. However, when you look at earnings for companies, they're doing amazing. Like, let's be real, they're doing friggin' fantastic. Like, it's crazy good. Like, you can't even hate on these companies. Like, they're making so much money. It's absolutely, like, redonkulous, bro. Like, redonkulous. But it doesn't look like it's going to end in 2018. I don't think it's going to end in 2019. Hard to say 2020, but that is probably the first year. I'd say maybe next year we got a 70% chance of staying in a bull market. But 2020, maybe it might drop down to a 50. But again, I'm just throwing numbers out there. I'm not 100% sure. And like anything, you have to wait and see officially what happens. And right now, it's impossible to say. You know, it's one of those things like, I'm not seeing that many signs yet. I'm starting to see maybe a couple little cracks in the foundation, but I'm not seeing like anything to be concerned about right now. Like, you know, there's always minor things, but for the most part, the earnings and the PE ratios are pretty good right now, to be honest. So it's like, why? Just because we've been in the longest bull market doesn't mean it has to end soon, is what I'm saying. And I don't think it does, personally. So that's my take on that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, then maybe I'll enlighten you. Maybe you should. Just maybe. Just an idea. Just a suggestion, really. You can hit the like button. Super, super appreciated. Maybe also, if you want, you can hit the subscribe button, like right here. You know, not necessarily click that one, but click the one like down there, you know, down there where it says like subscribe. Maybe click that one. That would be a good one. Maybe share this video. That would also be super appreciated. You know, spread the word, spread the good word of the Wealth Generator. Anyways, guys, until next time, see you later and have a great day.